What up, and welcome to another episode of Yo, is this vegan?
Where the answer is always yes, and the snacks are always fresh.
Or the Blackberry Diaries, or whatever I'm calling it this week. Remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force originally was like the milkshake and his friends were supposed to be detectives, and then they veered off from that concept and never really got it back on track? It's kind of like what this is. But today, we're going to be talking about the Impossible Burger, which is now available at Burger King, so I thought I'd pay tribute to the real Burger King, who we all know is Ronald McDonald. And if you don't believe me, what's the Burger King's name even? Yeah, you don't know. Ronald? He's got a whole crew. Got Grimace, got the Hamburglar, got that duck, right? Doesn't he hang out with a duck that maybe it's the chicken nugget? She might be some sort of cannibal situation. But either way, the king has been looking weak over the years, and he's always trying to hang out with clowns anyway. Meanwhile, Ronald always on top. Now, Burger King is a scary place to begin with. If you're going to Burger King, you've already made some life choices that have led up to that point. That really what you're ordering from there shouldn't be a high concern whether it's made out of a plant, and you're definitely not worried about if it's made out of meat or not. Back when I used to go to Burger King, the only thing impossible there was completing all the toy lines. But now they have the Impossible Burger, which is very exciting. When I invented veganism in the early 2000s, we had nothing but cheeseless pizza, sorbet, and soy milk. Now you can go to Burger King, get a meatless burger that tastes pretty good across the street from a Baskin-Robbins with a couple vegan flavors. What a time to be alive. However, Burger King is scary, but I'm not afraid. I even got my war paint on, so I went somewhere even scarier, and that's Summerville, South Carolina. Now, for those of you who live outside of Summerville and already know that the Civil War has ended, these people do not. So this is quite the impossible feat in itself that we were able to get an Impossible Burger at a local establishment 30 feet from the Dixie Outfitters, which is still selling rebel flags on t-shirts. Hey, and if you want to wear a rebel flag on a t-shirt, that's weird, right? At Burger King, if you want them to not cook it on that grill, you can ask, but you know, the whole thing is, do you really think you're saving an animal by asking them to cook it separately? Now, if you have an allergy or something, that's fine, but maybe you shouldn't even be at Burger King in the first place. You know what I mean? I'm allergic to peanuts, so I don't go to Five Guys and order some fries when I know they cook it in peanut oil and ask them to separate it. If I don't want to get a staph infection, I don't go to Aldi. You know, it's choices that you have to make that lead up to that. But if you're going to Burger King anyway, it's cool that there's an easy, fast option for you to get a meatless burger. And this isn't even for vegans. You know, vegans get all caught up in their own little world. This is for people who would never go out of their way to get a vegan burger. Now they can just go to Burger King and get it. That's crazy. Also, if you have a problem with the fact that Impossible Foods used to test on animals, hey, I don't like that either. But they learned, they grew, and they don't do it anymore. Some people used to wear cargo shorts when they were younger. In fact, if you live in Ohio, you probably still do. You gotta respect when people learn and change. Now, that being said, whenever I got this burger, they got a knife through it, all right? And I don't know if that's to prove to me that it ain't going anywhere, or that they, they're like, well, it's a burger, we're still gonna kill it. But either way, I appreciate that. Now, I actually got this with some vegan cheese and vegan mayonnaise on it, and ketchup. Another reason I didn't get the Whopper, the Impossible Whopper, is because I don't like tomatoes unless they're sun-dried or spray-tanned. I certainly don't like lettuce from a Burger King. Iceberg lettuce? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Make it romaine. Make it romaine reigns or get it away from me. And then onions, I'm just not into at all. So I wanted to still show. Now look, you can tell that looks like a burger. All right, it doesn't look like the one old Pappy used to cook for you out back on the grill, or George Foreman. But it looks like you would never know that this isn't just a Burger King burger. Come on, you know that. You know that. And that's probably the review that you've seen on all these. But now you see it with me wearing clown makeup. So doesn't that make it worth so much more? Hold on a second. And what's a Whopper anyway? You know, I used to work at an ice cream shop, and people used to ask for Whoppers in their milkshakes. It sounds less like an item on a burger restaurant and more like a finishing move on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We're gonna go ahead and try this out. Cheese, I believe this is diet cheese, because it's a circle. That's how you can tell. And it tastes good. And vegan burgers are popping up all over the place now. You got Beyond Meat taking over the game. They have items at Dunkin' Donuts, Del Taco, A&W if you're up in Canada. You know? So it's definitely worth a shot if you are not vegan and you're thinking, well, you know what? I'm willing to try it out. It's a burger. You know it's going to taste just like a burger. That's really good, man. I like this burger. So quick recap. If you're vegan, please stop discouraging people from trying to open their minds and go to Burger King so they can try something that they may have not ever tried before. If you're not vegan, try it out. You're already at Burger King. Are you kidding me? If you're a clown, whoop whoop. And thanks for coming out.